Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Seven of Arrows in Insecurity. And every time that this card comes up, the one thing that I look at is who's in control here? Why are you standing on that rock? Why are you letting the arrows come at you, right? Why are you always me, right? So the green woman, she's sitting there, right? And she's just letting the arrows come at her. She's standing on, she's got all the power in the world to step down off that rock. She's got all the power in the world to not let those vines grab her. But yet she just sits there. And she looks at it. She's, oh my gosh, I can't move. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in fear. And that's the meaning of this card. It's fear and confusion that leads to instability and panic. And after yesterday's day of balance, here you've worked so hard to get balanced in your emotional balance, your work-life balance, your financial balance, all right, your creative balance. You went to sleep last night, you woke up, and all these fears and doubts crept into your mind. And you're like, no, I can't, no. And you probably lost some sleep over it, right? And it's just that lack of self-discipline, okay, or emotional insecurity, while you were laying in bed going, okay, what's going to happen with this? What's going to move, how's this going to work, right? All these self-doubts and fears start coming back into your mind. Rule number one, you need to take care of yourself first. If you're in a relationship, all right, that's great that you have a significant other there, okay? But you need to take care of number one first before you can take care of everybody else. Don't worry about their needs. Obviously, if you got to put food on the table and you got, and somebody's hurt, yeah, take care of their needs. But rule number one, take care of yourself. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of anything else. Your emotional security, your finances, your loved ones, or anything like that. And number two, to go along with these fears and confusion, control what you can control. Don't try to control all this other stuff. You can't control the weather, okay? You can't control the stock market. You can't control, what leaders in other worlds are doing. Control what you can control in your little micro world, okay? Within your little circle, within your family, okay? Control what you can control. Obviously, if you got young ones or, teenagers and stuff like that, you can control the young ones better than you can control a teenager. All right, but it takes two to parent. And if there's only one parent there, guess what? Control what you can control. You will be here when the lights go out outside and the street lights come on, right? As for those little ones, okay, yeah. I got to make sure that they get fed. I got to get sure they may get bathed and everything like that. But outside of that, control what you can control. Don't let those fears start fueling themselves, okay, within you, and you start, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I can't handle this no more. Oh geez. The arrows keep coming at me. The vines are grabbing me. I'm feeling trapped. Notice what I just said? I'm feeling trapped. You have the control to step down off that rock. You have the control to not feel trapped. Once you give in to that fear and that insecurity, that leads to self-destruction. Self-destruction of everything that you've worked on all this year. Okay? Yeah, there's some minor setbacks. Yeah, there's some minor obstacles. But here you are in control. Step down off that rock. All right? Don't let those arrows hit you. Open your eyes. See what's going on. All right? Open your mind. And don't let that self-destruction after a great day of balance, all right, create more fear. What is fear? False evidence appearing real. Okay, sometimes we do that within our own mindset, right? And that just leads to confusion. And then it's just, now what happens is that all that energy, you're putting more energy into stuff that you don't need to put it into. And I know you're thinking, you know what, D, you don't understand my life. You're right, I don't understand your life. But I don't need to understand your life. Okay? I can control what I can control. If I'm up on that rock, I'm getting down. If those vines are grabbing me, guess what? I'm cutting them. Right? Get off me. And look at that fear. You know, look at that guardian. You know, look at that fear and just say, you know what? I'm not letting you get the best of me. I've got this high vibrational energy, and I'm going to keep moving forward. You know, like I said, whether we know it or not, we are the only ones responsible for those fears as we lay awake in bed, thinking about this, that, and the other thing, right? All we do is generate that anxiety. All we do is generate, you know, that low vibe energy that just takes away from our spiritual path. You know, the best way you can learn from this is learn from the past. Look back at your last 7 months. Look back at your last year when things weren't going right, and you were, oh, geez, man, what's going on with my relationship? Oh, man, what's going on with my job? And look where you are now. If you're still in that relationship, you overcome the challenge. You're in a better position. If you're still at that job, guess what? You've gotten past that challenge and that obstacle as well. You know, you can watch the stock market and all of a sudden you lose $5,000. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You can't control it. All somebody has to do is open their mouth and the stock market moves up or down. You can't control that. But at the same time, if you look to where you're at the beginning of the year, I bet you've increased. If you look back, you know, a year from now, I bet you know, your finances have increased if you're in the stock market. So, you know, just learn from the past. You know, rule number 3, you can't change it. Don't bother trying to fix it. You can't change it. Once you stepped into that river, it's a different river. Okay? But you can learn the wisdom and the knowledge from the past to help you move forward, to help you get past this, to become more balanced. Having that patience, all right, to look at it and say, you know what? Okay, tomorrow's another day. I'll get through that relationship. I'll get through that career path. I'm not worried about the finances. Universe has got me. You know, I know that. The Shaman, the Woodward, the Green Man, Green Woman, and Balance. The King of Bows is down here as well. Where do you need to take charge? I'll tell you where you need to take charge. Get off the damn rock. Step away from those vines and look at the positives, okay, that are out there. And when you do that, when you can step down off that rock and get away from those vines, you've moved forward. You've learned something. You've gained some wisdom. Sometimes it might take a month, a week, a day, an hour. Other times it's going to be a split second. Oh, I realize what's going on. Nope, ain't going to let it get to me. Nope, I'm not going to do the woe is me. Right? I'm not going to fall into that boredom and that stagnation. No. I am a higher spirit. I have a higher calling. I'm getting down off that rock. I'm stepping away from those arrows. So that's today's message out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the 7 of Arrows and Insecurity. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like a personal reading, check out the link down below in the description box. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.